It's been a while since I've posted, so if you don't know who I am, my name's Molly. I have FND, hypermobile EDS, and I'm an ambulatory wheelchair user. I'm someone that has stereotypical FND, one of those symptoms being partial paralysis from the waist down. It's one of the reasons that I got my wheelchair in the first place. However, me, like many others, have been situations where things aren't very accessible, or you don't have a wheelchair, or you don't have a lift, and then suddenly symptoms arise. I've had FND for 6 years now, so I would say I'm definitely not a newbie to life hacks with FND. Today I'm going to be talking through and showing you how to get up the stairs when this happens. This video is meant to be educational. We are very lucky that we have a lift in our house and that we both have wheelchairs. However, my partner is disabled and cannot lift me up, nor can he get me up the stairs, so I have had to learn ways when I didn't have a chair and he couldn't get me into the lift, where I've had to get myself upstairs. This is meant to be helpful and educational, and if you're a newbie, you've recently been diagnosed with FND, but this hasn't happened to you yet and you're worried about it happening, then this is definitely the video for you. Step 1, you're going to need something to wrap around your legs. In this instance, I am going to be using a dressing gown thingy, can't remember the name. You can also use a belt, you could use a long sleeve t-shirt and use like the long sleeves on that. You could use a scarf, anything that you can get around your legs that are kind of going to secure them in place. Now that I've got my thing to tie around my legs, what you're going to do is you're going to take it round and you're going to tie it underneath your legs. We're going to do 2 knots. So if your legs are very much, paralysed, weak, even if it's just weakness and you can't like hold them up, you're going to want to have it first at the bottom, and then once that's secure, you're going to do your second knot at the top, because this is where you're going to grab. This is how you're going to be able to pull your legs up. I've done this in the past without this, but I thought that this might be a good technique for the future. Once you've done your knot down there and your knot up here, you're then going to do a 3rd knot, but not as tight, because that's what you're going to like kind of grab onto. So you can then lift your legs with that, or you can lift your feet, but the main thing is that you've got a bit of stability on your knees when you're going to be moving up the stairs. Now obviously you can grab your feet, but if you can just do that, it's a lot easier. You don't have to bend down. So if you've got your hands and you push yourself up, you can't reach your feet now, so you just grab that, pull your legs up, and then use another hand and use the pressure on the floor to kind of stabilise yourself, and then lift your legs up, and then you just kind of push yourself up and then grab. Usually I would just kind of grab my trousers or grab it this way. I've never done this before this way, so this is the first time I'm doing it on camera. And then just kind of, if you get a bit stuck, if there's a banister, the best idea is to grab onto that and kind of keep as close to it as possible. Even if your legs are swinging and stuff. I'm not experiencing paralysis at the moment, which is why it's not going to look the same. And then just grab and pull. I haven't experienced partial paralysis in a while, but there are those of you that do, there are those of you that are going to, so the idea of this was literally just to be educational, helpful, and a bit of a life hack. Make sure to like the video if you found it useful, save it, reshare it, and follow our account if you want to see more videos.